The fact that you're giving someone, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15 payments to look at and tell them to pick one is insanity. It's insanity to ask them to pick one out of 2, 4, 6 payments. Why wouldn't you want to get a cash down commitment, isolate the column, and make it easier for them to pick a payment? Would it be less confusing?
Yeah. Kind of just it just depends on where you're at. To me, a lot of times
Where we're at is in the word. This is the closing sequence.
But if you're throwing this, then you have no idea how your customer is trying to finance, what they're looking to accomplish, or how they're doing it. Your prep work is going in cold.
But don't you guys have a pretty good idea by the time you get to
that's my point.
That's why you see these boxes. It shows 4,000 and 7,000 down, right?
Right.
A lot of time, their customers here. Well, yeah, I'll put 4 to 6 down. I'll put 10 to 15 down, depending upon how all the numbers play out in my payment. With it, I can put more down or I can put less down based off of where I want my payment and how the numbers
why wouldn't
fall.
you get a commitment for cash so you can isolate the column and make it easier for them to pick a payment?
This is where me and you get an argument of the standard Subaru customer and how cash buying versus us trying to make them finance versus having a substantial amount of money to put down that they could or could not put out with it. So ours is a customized app. I'm going to know that you're putting 10 to 15 down. I want to put 10 to 15 down, great. Well, I'm not trying to cash commit them in there. I'm trying to still commit them into a payment range so my finance has somewhere to go with it, which is what they want.
Right.
So I'm going to show, if I know they're putting 10 to 15 grand, I'm showing 10 grand, I'm showing 12.5 grand down, I'm showing 15 grand down. Hey, Mr. Customer, I know you want to be 72 months. These are your 3 different ranges in them. Where do you think you probably want to be? Here? All right, great. This is where you're at the end of the day. Sign right there. And I'm pushing them back into finance at that point.
But they're closing on a payment.
I'm closing them in
On
a
a
payment range over here, yes.
Right.
In a term. The biggest part is more of the term that I'm closing them at. In a range, and they might fall in between here, but they see this so they know where that is at, but I'm closing them over there.
How much short-term financing do you do?
A lot.
48 months is a lot because that's our best.
Because of what the rate is now. Once rates went up, because we're like, all right, cool, I'll put 15 grand.
What is the rate now at 48 months?
3.9 on a 22, 4.9 on a 23.
Yeah.
Why's that?
Because Subaru doesn't subvent anything.
Yeah,
trying to get rid of the inventory?
Yeah, they don't want to pay to subvent the rate.
They don't have to.
They don't have to. Because their customers will buy cash anyways, most of them.
What's the finance penetration here, do we know?
It's changing rapidly now.
With Susan, she had been up until recently running 70%. She's been able to convert because we were competitive. We're not competitive anymore. Go to a credit union, which Subaru's customers all know about credit unions on them. You're still 2.5, 2.3. Delta Community's massive in this area, and they're running 2.34 on a new car for 72 months.
And we can't touch it even
sorry,
going
2.54. 60
yeah,
months is 2.34.
it's been tough, and like I said,
and
our
Chase
customers
won't match.
come in pre-shopped. Is that they really do feel like
What's the Chase buy rate on a new vehicle at 60% or at 60 months?
4959.
It's
I got 3.
Yeah, it's getting up there. It keeps scaling.
Well, yeah.
Trying to prep customers ahead of time too, with the average, rates are up. Sing the sad story as you go in. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean it's becoming. Well, shit, just like the housing market, it's starting to affect us. You're really starting to see it on the payments where,
Well,
they're coming up.
mortgages have gone from 3 to 7% in 4 or 5 months.
It's the same. It's the same with us, and customers are so used to. And really, Subaru as a brand. This is where we'll talk about the global Subaru customers. Subaru's never done a rebate. Subaru's never done a discount. You know what they've done?
Rate subvention.
That's it.
That's what Honda.
And now they're not.
That's what Honda does.
And now they're not doing that, and customers are like, wait, what? They're not even really competitive.
I've been buying Hondas since 2009, and there's never been a rebate, but there's always been rate subvention.
Mm-hmm.
There's also dealer cash at Honda.
It's 3, 4.
Yeah, there is dealer cash. You're right. You guys get dealer cash.
No, we don't.
In the 5 years that I've been here, we've got dealer cash one time on an Outback when we switched from the 18 to the 19, and all we got was $500.
Yeah.
And it was because they overran the 18 Outbacks and so they were trying to push them out before the 19 came.
Okay. All right, I hereby declare you people enlightened.